The computer as the teacher's tool. The computer has provided us different uses, gives us advantages and convenience. The trend nowadays is information technology, which makes use of the computer in all its applications. Computers have been already used in schools to provide and facilitate students' learning. First is Constructivism, which was introduced by Jean Piaget in 1981 and Jerome Bruner in 1990. They gave stress to knowledge discovery of new meaning or concepts or principles in the learning process. Various strategies have been suggested to foster knowledge discovery. Among these is making students engage in gathering and organize information from which they can induce ideas and principles. Students are also asked to apply discovered knowledge to new situations, a process for making their knowledge applicable to real-life situations. Next is Social Constructivism by Lev Vygotsky and John Dewey. In social constructivism, it is the effort to show that the construction of knowledge is governed by social, historical, and cultural context. In effect, this is to say that the learner who interprets knowledge has a predetermined point of view according to the social perspectives of the community or society he lives in. The psychologist Vygotsky stressed that learning is affected by social influences. In addition, John Dewey sees language as medium for social coordination and adaptation. For Dewey, human learning is really human language that occurs when students socially share, build, and agree upon meanings and knowledge. We have heard the computer's capabilities. First is constructive tool. The computer itself can be used for manipulating information, visualizing one's understanding, and building new knowledge. Second, co-constructive tool. Students can use constructive tools to work cooperatively and construct a shared understanding of new knowledge. Third is communication tool. The computer has been used in communication as evident by social networking sites as to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Fourth is the informative tool. The computer can provide vast amounts of information in various forms, such as text, graphics, sounds, and videos. Last but not the least is situating tool. By means of virtual reality extension systems, the computer can create 3D images on display to give the user the feeling that are situated in a virtual environment. Let's now move to the internet as an instructional tool. The Internet is a global system of interconnected computer networks to serve billions of users worldwide. It is a network of networks that consists of millions of private and public, academic, business, and government networks of local to global scope that are linked by copper wires, fiber optic cables, wireless connections, and other technologies. The Internet works as an instructional tool by helping both the teachers and learners. The teacher uses the Internet to add current details on his lesson, to check updates and changes regarding his subject matter. He may also use the Internet through email to interact with his students. The students may ask questions that they cannot understand through chatting with their teacher. Now, the Internet and education. The Internet has become an increasingly important feature of the learning environment for teenagers. They are more effective in using this, and most of all, they are advantage. 94% of the youth ages from 12 to 17 who have Internet access say they use the Internet for school research, and 78% say they believe the Internet helps them with schoolwork. Learning with computer and Internet. Through computers provides different uses, it gives advantage and convenience. The trend nowadays is information, which makes use the computer in all its applications. Others can also use this or study anytime, anywhere. We have here the touch typing training. In touch typing, it is a skill that will serve you for a lifetime. Develop your keyboard skills and save yourself hours with this free online course from Allison, which will improve your typing speed and access. Now, the uses of Internet and distance education. Uses of Internet and distance education is basically teaching outside the traditional classroom setting or teaching students from a distance. Some distance courses are interactive, some are not. When teaching occurs in a real time, that is when students in a distance education. In this information, at the same time it is being transmitted to the process, is referred to as synchronous. Using Internet for authentic activities. Tool for communication. These tools for communication that Internet users take advantage of are email and instant messaging. By communicating, we adapt different information. These tools for communication that Internet users take advantage of are email, instant messaging, and asynchronous discussions. Through email, the Internet has replaced a large different information that can serve as our guide. Tool for inquiry. Although the science education community values inquiry-based science instruction, the goal remains elusive. In the absence of significant changes designed to provide teachers with better support for inquiry teaching, true inquiry-based instruction is probably not a realistic option for many science teachers. This article considers possible roles for such utilities as resources, offering students engaging invitations to inquiry while simultaneously mitigating many of the traditional barriers to inquiry, which include the following: constraints of time, supplies, and equipment, difficulties in material and classroom management, distractions of experimental noise, which can be very disruptive to children conducting hands-on science explorations, and assessment practices that drive instruction away from inquiry. Last is the tool for construction. Through Internet, we make different activities that can serve as a guide. Like in constructing a building, we must plan for it so that the outcome must be unique or perfect.